Welcome back to Property Play. I'm your host, Elena Saradidis, and today I have Dave Hutch with me, and we're going to talk about kind of how we started in real estate.
Yeah.
It's a little different, huh?
Property Play, is that the name?
Property Play.
I love it.
It's like
so
Monopoly.
honestly, it's so you need a podcast, and I'm glad that you got one.
I needed a podcast.
You did need a podcast.
People needed to hear what I had to say.
People need to hear what Elena's doing because it's worth it. No, honestly, we go way back. I think we go like, I don't even know the year. It'd be
At least 6-7 years.
I was gonna say 6-7 years.
Yeah.
We met at Brad Lamb.
Mm-hmm.
You were already there.
You had braces.
I did not braces, Invisalign. That's right. That's right. I think we met before.
No, and all the elastics too. He had the Invisalign with the elastics.
I did.
It's like, what are you doing?
I remember it was nice because we met before the pandemic.
We met before the pandemic. Yeah, you're right.
And then I got the braces, and then we wore masks, so it was great, so no one could see my braces. But you remember them.
I remember your braces. I remember this. Every time you would get coffee, you'd be like, one moment. I'm like, what is happening?
It was the worst. In the pandemic, I couldn't wash my hands, so I couldn't take my braces, my Invisalign out. So I just had to not eat all day. But yeah, we met because, well, not because, but we were always like kind of like, we were newish. So we were doing rentals.
Yeah, we were doing a lot of rentals.
And we were always like still somehow like, because so Brad Lamb has a big deal board, remember?
Yeah.
I still think that I talk about this all the time because it's like me and Elena would just be like fighting over who's writing more deals on the deal board. I'd come
and then we'd get angry.
Yeah.
What? I'm like, I haven't seen Dave in a week. What the hell's happening?
You'd come into the office and you'd see like a few with Elena and you'd be like, like you message all your clients.
The market must not be that bad.
Yeah.
Why is there a deal on the board?
Yeah,
it actually was the smartest thing ever, having a deal board in the office, because it does kind of tell you what's going on in the market as well. Like if everyone's busy and you're not busy, there's something wrong.
Yeah, look
but
internal.
Everyone is busy, you're just like, okay, like the market is hot. Like we can still be doing transactions.
So where did you start?
I started at Lamb.
Started at Lamb.
Yeah.
I was at Signature first, and then I went to Lamb.
Really?
That's right.
We did a reverse.
Actually,
Dave has been around the world now.
What brokerage haven't I been at?
Yeah.
Who's taking me? No, I'm joking. I'm stuck now. Now I'm stuck. But
he says that right now.
Call me in a year. No, no, I'm joking. I love where I'm at. I think it's, for me, like I just like to be, you have to be selfish, I think, in this career a little bit, you know? And it's like, as you grow, you become more valuable as a brand. And it's like, as crazy as it is to say, it's like, you need to do what's best for you, you know? I talk to agents all the time because I'm kind of in a recruiting situation. And it's like, some agents anchor to their brokerage is like, well, the family is really nice to me. It's like, yeah, but are they making you more money? Like,
I don't even think it's the make more money play.
Right. Or what?
I think it's really, do you feel like you're growing where you're at, or do you feel like you're stuck where you are?
Exactly.
And I think that's the conversation if you're thinking about, I guess this is an agent podcast now.
You're welcome.
I think that's...
Is it not usually?
It's usually tiered towards clients, but...
Now we're agents, maybe?
Now we're agent focused. But I find that you don't move if you still have room to grow.
I agree.
In the place that you're at. If you find that the place that you're at is hurting your growth,
right, then
it's time to move.
Yeah, like,
and I think
you've
noticed that too. Like when you switched offices, because I'm going to talk about it. Dave was like a little bit of a, let me hop to every office at like, for 30 seconds, we were like, what office is he at?
No one knows.
Every time he was like, announcement, I have moved. And I'm like, Dave, you've moved 12 times. It's no longer an announcement. It's just you're traveling. Like, let me know when you've like settled down. But yeah, every 5 seconds, it was like, I'm at a new brokerage. I'm at a new brokerage. But you were trying to figure out what brokerage fit with what you wanted to do.
Right. Yeah, that's exactly right.
Yeah. I think when I switched, I was so scared that I was going to do the same thing, that I was just going to be like, I'm here. No, I'm not. I'm here. Yeah. I was so nervous about that. And I know we've talked about that in the past too, that I was like, I'm not telling anyone I moved offices.
Right.
Like I didn't tell anyone.
You didn't do anything.
No, I didn't make a huge announcement. I did. Just one day I appeared.
Still got Brad Lamb business cards, just in case.
I do.
Sorry, Brad. Yeah, me too, actually.
No, I do. But I literally just slid in.
Yeah.
And then at one point I remember I didn't even tell, like, half my client list didn't even get an email saying, hey, I've switched offices. Nothing happened. They still called, they still texted, they still emailed me. And I would send them the listing paperwork and I'd get calls and be like, Ellen, I think you got hacked. And I'm like, what do you mean? And they're like, it says Royal LePage. Like, I think you're something went wrong in the system. Yeah. And I'm like, no, I'm there now. And they're like,
wait a minute. Actually, on that note, I'm curious, because I think a lot of realtors think, sorry, it's a realtor podcast.
No, it's not a realtor podcast.
I think that a lot of realtors think that how do I say this properly? Because I do believe in the power of a brand, obviously, but I think a lot of realtors think that who you work for like will get you or lose you clients, but I agree more, because you have a brand so powerful, people will work with you regardless of where you go. You know, like your brand is powerful enough, and it doesn't really affect you, I don't think.
I think people work with you because you're you. They don't work with you because of whatever brokerage you're with.
Of course.
Because there's people that are with like brokerages that you would consider discount offices that have $8 million listings on the
Paul
market.
Johnston.
Like it happens.
Yeah.
So I think when you're looking at the beginning of your career, when you're first starting out, you don't know anything. I think there's a value in having a hard like brand behind you, because you're leveraging the brand until the brand actually starts leveraging you.
Right. Of course.
So once you become like a very successful agent in this industry, eventually the brand uses you to recruit.
Right.
They're like, so-and-so works here, and this is why they're amazing.
Right.
Like so-and-so's working here.
Yeah.
No, but it changes the dynamic. And then brokerages also want to recruit you because it makes their office look stronger too. So like starting out, I don't think the biggest thing in the world should be what office am I picking. It should be I'm picking an office that is offering me support and training and learn what you need to learn quickly. And then if you found that you're capped at how much you're learning there or how big you can get there, then you expand. Then you find a new home.
I'm the same. For me, I'm looking for like culture. I'm looking for who I'm inspired by at the brokerage. You know, who can I look to try to like outgrow or outpace, you know, because, and that's, we talk about that all the time. It's like, we want to be around people that are way better than us, so that maybe I shouldn't say this, but that's half the reason why we've left certain brokerages, is because we're like, why are we at the top? We shouldn't be at the top. We should be somewhere else where there's people that are way exceeding what we're doing, so that we have something to like, you know, catch up
I'm gonna get canceled for this episode. I already know.
Oh, it's great.
I'm getting canceled.
There's lots of great people.
But I can tell you this. When I was at my previous office, that's what we're gonna say, my previous office.
Let's leave it at that.
I was their number one agent. I was their number one agent for a while. And I remember agents calling me being like, it's awesome that you're number one, but you shouldn't be number one at this stage in your career.
Yeah, you were
like,
we're not newish, but like we were like, what, 5, 6, 7 years
my
in?
third, fourth, fifth year, I was number one.
For sure.
So like, you shouldn't be able to compete in this league and be number one in your office.
Right.
And you know, where are you going to go from there? And I didn't realize I kind of got complicit.
Of course.
Like I got very, very comfortable in the fact that I'm like,
I'm number one.
Number one.
What do you mean? I don't got to do nothing.
Like, what is there to do? I'm number one.
It's true.
And then when I moved offices, I'm like, wait, I'm not number one.
Right.
I'm not, like.
Well, you're not competing Canada-wide, right?
I'm competing Canada-wide.
Dumb question. Is it in the U.S.?
No, it's not. So Royal LePage is strictly just Canadian.
Okay.
And like now, especially like a marketing move, we are the Canadian real estate brokerage. But again, it's whatever brokerage that you're there, people work with you because you're you, not because of a certain.
Is it? Well, I know there's different Royal LePages. They're all under the
franchises.
Right. They're all in the same umbrella. Like you'd be competing. Like when you do the chairman awards and stuff like that. It's Royal LePage, all of them.
All of them.
Cool.
So when they do their chairman's club, or what is the top 1%, which I get asked in listing presentations too, because I mention it.
Right.
They're like, everyone says they're top 1%. What's that actually mean? And I'm like, they take every single person in the company and then they cap it at the 1%. So that number changes every year for you to get in. So you have to requalify.
Cool.
And then
get
whenever,
like a cool trophy on a trip.
I can show you it. It's not even up. It's sitting on the couch in my office.
A big trophy.
No, it's like a little, you know, a little plaque.
I think realtors I want validation. You know, I want my hard work to get. I want a little trophy every year that says I'm awesome. You know, I want it. And I say,
I'll make sure to start sending you one.
Please.
Every year, just like you're awesome.
Please. I left Sage. Sage is like, I have like literally nothing but the best things to say about Sage. From the top down, like sharks, just every person in that office, honestly, is like admirable of how good.
But they didn't give you an award.
I didn't get an award. So that's why I left. No, I'm joking. That's not why I left it.
They're going to hear this right now and be like, Dave, we've made a new award just for you.
No, I love everything about Sage. I think it was great. But yeah, I think agents like the recognition, you know, and it's cool.
Look, I think it's a nice tool to use for marketing when you're in a room, because it's very easy to be like, yes, you can hire any agent that's in the city. There's over 70,000. But how many of them produce at the volume that we produce at?
Right.
How many of them get X amount of transactions done? So the conversation, especially the years you go in the business and the amount of transactions you do, starts changing.
For sure.
And like at that point, you do mention that there's awards, but you mention them because it helps. You're like, it's more validation that who you're hiring actually produces versus
not just
who you're
Instagram
hiring.
posts.
Yeah.
What? I just want all my
this Instagram era
I want
of like,
I want rings. I want championship rings so I can have like I was number 1 in the office 22.
yeah, I'm gonna call Daniel after this.
Yeah.
You're like, Foch, listen, Dave wants rings.
Listen, we're bringing Valerie. We're bringing rings. I want championship 24, 25. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you want rings.
I want rings. That's it.
But I do think it's a different competition pool when you're competing with a national company or an international company versus when you're a small boutique office. Sure. And I didn't realize it. Like you and I had these convos.
Yeah.
Did you ever think I was going to end up at a franchise?
No.
Like,
I thought you were going boutique all the way.
I was going boutique all the way.
Did I almost have you at Rare? Oh, I shouldn't say that. I love Rare too.
He's like, I love everyone.
I love it. I do. I'm Switzerland.
But I remember I was so hell-bent against big offices that they weren't even on my radar of like, I'm not even going to interview with them.
Right.
Because I want a boutique office. I felt boutique meant exclusive.
We're used to it.
Boutique meant I'm going to get better service. Boutique meant X, Y, Z. Like I thought that.
Right.
And I went in with the mindset that boutique is better.
Right.
Like,
I guess you kind of get that though a little bit here with like, it's like it had different franchises. So it's like kind of.
No, but no, it's different. I drank the Kool-Aid, guys. Let me tell you why I drank the Kool-Aid.
I was gonna say she's got a Royal LePage shirt on underneath that.
Yeah, I'm about to show you my shirt. No, the reason why I drank the Kool-Aid was because when I was ready to make a move, I called a bunch of agents that I respect in the industry,
right? And
I said, I'm debating between X and Y to go to. Talk to me about them,
right?
Like which one do you see me fitting in with better,
right?
Like just tell me your opinion. Where should I go?
Yeah,
and I didn't realize it then, but a lot of the agents that I surrounded myself with were all backed by big offices.
Right.
You would never know.
That's right.
But they're backed by big offices. So like for the average agent, you don't know, and I'm going to now name drop in this podcast. It's going to happen. But Barry Cohen's with Remax.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, do you know Remax as it's Barry Cohen?
Right.
Like Heaps Estra and like Kaylee Heaps. She's with Royal LePage.
I know.
And I can go on and on and on and name all of these insanely powerful agents that are all under bigger brands.
Yeah.
And someone told me that. They're like, why do you think all of these agents are going to bigger brands?
Right.
They could go start their own company. They can go do whatever. Like they do have the manpower behind. Why are they staying there?
Right.
So an agent that I called said, you have to talk to Royal LePage, specifically Signature. And I was like, okay, but I'm not joining. That's the first thing I said. I'm like, I'm not joining. Yeah, you already know.
I remember this conversation.
Yeah, it was Tom Story.
That's right.
Yeah, I was talking to him. He was like, you have to talk to Chris Lightham. And I was like, I'm not coming. Like, stop. He's like, I'm not telling you to come. Just have a conversation. Yeah. And like, we had a full-on argument about me not wanting to have a conversation.
I get it.
Then I come in, and this is before the office was really set up as an office. And I had a conversation. And the Slighthams are amazing. Yeah. And I know you're like, oh, the family. I'm like, no. But
yeah,
I drank the Kool-Aid. I was like, this is what I need. This is what I need. This is what I need. And like, I knew what I needed because I ran a very successful business.
Right.
And they were like, okay, this is how we do it.
I think you were transitioning too, right? Like you were transitioning at that time from
an individual agent to a team. And I like, that was questions I asked. And that's what you should be looking at if you're looking to switch offices is, what is your end goal? Do you want to start a team? Do you want to be a solo producer? Do you want to be whatever? Yeah. And there's no right or wrong answer in any of it. It's just what office is going to help you get there and get you there faster and get you there with less stress and like not having to think about certain things.
Yeah.
Like we just talked about this before the cameras turned on about a new office that you're at.
Yeah.
And I asked, like, what do they offer? Like, what is it about them that makes them special?
Yeah.
And each office will have something else.
Of course.
Because it's a franchise, because it's bigger, I thought I'd get less.
Right.
What I didn't realize is that means bigger pockets. That means they can afford to hire more people.
Right.
That means the front desk staff is fully staffed all the time. Right. That means the deals department is an actual department. That means marketing is an actual department. That means if I need something and I'm running a business that's very active, I can call and get it done. And that in turn will be better service for my clients. So my clients are still getting boutique style, me.
Elena Boutique.
Elena's a boutique.
That's right.
They're still getting that, but they're getting it in a different forum where I have the support on the back end to be able to give them that.
For sure. Yeah, no, so I think you're right. People, they have to ask, you know, I think when realtors are looking to join, like they they get caught by like silly things, branding, this and that. It's like, this is an interview for you to find out what's best for you, you know? And like you said, there's pros and cons of every brokerage office out there, depending on what what you are looking for, you know, what stage you're at in your business. Are you looking to, like you said, grow a team? Are you a new agent? Like, what do you need specifically? And then you got to ask those questions, because a lot of people I feel like realtors are scared because they don't know, you know, they don't know what to, and then talk to, like you said, that's the best part. Talk to realtors at the brokerage, right? Because if someone's recruiting you, their job is to recruit you. It's like, that's amazing. And I'm sure they have valid points, but go and talk to someone that's there so you can see what their experience is, you know?
And I'm going to ask you this, because you have been to a couple, what are the top 5 questions that you ask people when you're interviewing with their office?
Yeah.
What are you asking them?
When I'm asking people that to come to my Valerie,
No.
What am I asking?
What are you asking what are you asking brokerages when you're interviewing with them?
For me, I'm at a different phase in my
I know you're
business,
at a different stage now, but before,
pre-David.
Yeah.
I think for me, the biggest thing is support, you know, and what is support? Because what I needed, I was kind of the same situation as you. I was bringing a team to another office with a team. So I needed support with my team. I didn't care so much about training because I had the training, but I wanted training for my team because then I could offload that responsibility to someone else, right? So support for my team. I wanted service in terms of printing services, marketing. That's what we're looking for. Marketing materials. Obviously, I think culture for me is a big one. I like office culture. I want people. We're both people. We're office people. So I want to be around people. Do you have an office? Where's the office located? Are people at the office? Because the last thing you want to do is go to an office and no one's there. What did I say? What am I at? 3? 2 other questions. Jeez. I think that's all I got. Those are my 3. For me, I'm a culture person. It's super, super important for me. If I go to an office and the culture is horrible, it's demotivating for me.
So I ask sometimes, I'm like, can you give me an example of an agent that has come here and what they came here at and what they were able to achieve being here?
Cool.
Give me a real life example of an agent that came in and was like, I was selling X amount of homes per year and now I'm selling Y.
Right.
What were you guys able to do
to
help them grow their business?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That's one question. How do you make me more money? Seriously, right? That's a question I want to know.
I was like, how do we help more people? Dave's make me more money.
Yeah, no, I want to know, what are you doing to make me a better agent and make me more money? Is it, what is it? Do you have certain tools? Do you have access to, that's why I chose where I'm at right now, Valerie, because they can make me more money because they can buy back my time with certain AI features and blah, 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 you know, but that's true. So for me, that's a big thing. It's all the brokerages have some core offering, you know, obviously there's differences and whatever, but I want to know how me joining this office, I'm going to make more money than this office. What is it? Not
What's
just splits.
The secret sauce?
Right. What's the secret sauce?
It's not splits. And I think people need to stop thinking about splits because splits is the same way of thinking of, what's it called? Interest rates.
So true.
It's great. Sometimes the interest rates are up, sometimes the interest rates are down.
True.
You don't know what you're going to get with your home. Do you lock in? Do you go variable? You don't know.
True.
It's the same way when you're looking at brokerages. I don't think, and it goes with teams as well. If you're looking to join a team, I don't think the splits are as important as what do they do for you? Because if they're full service and you don't have to hire another admin, if you don't have to do X, Y, Z, then is it worth you paying X amount to the office because they're doing the work that you would have paid an additional person to do?
Right.
It's worth it.
I agree.
If you're joining a team and they're giving you leads, they're providing you training, they're doing X, Y, Z, 100% of nothing is nothing.
Exactly.
If you're giving them a cut, then you're giving them a cut. But it's a cut that you would have spent paying for marketing, paying for admin support, paying for training.
True.
You're getting that removed. You're paying out, in what world can you pay for it on a payment plan as opposed to paying for it up front?
Exactly.
That's what the brokerage is offering you.
I agree. I think I'm the same. The split is whatever. It's it's more about what they can offer you as an agent to be better, make more money, essentially.
Yeah. Any final words on choosing an office? Because I feel like that's what this podcast
Choose Valerie. No. I think I love what we're doing. I think we both have different journeys and different paths, and what works for each agent is so different, and there's no right or wrong answer. I think you just need to do what's best for you. Interview people, ask around. What do we even talk about this podcast? Us starting to choosing a brokerage.
Yeah.
We're just trying to catch up on camera. Okay. It's been a while. We miss each other. We would go way back and we're like, how do we catch up and talk about realtors in Tulum?
Yes.
And we did it successfully.
Yeah, at the last in the last episode we did. But I think what it comes down to is it really doesn't matter what brokerage you're at you can be successful at any office. It's really individual based, and no client has ever said they will or will not work with you based on what brokerage you're at.
So true.
That's the best way to phrase it.
I couldn't agree more. It's true. No one even notices where I've changed offices so many times, no one can keep track.
I had to ask him when he walked in, where are you again?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Once again, it's Elena Saradidis. This was Property Play. If you like content like this, make sure to like, follow, and subscribe.